it's Christine. It's time for Stick With Me, and I apologize, but I still have a cold, so I may sound a little rough here. But Stick With Me is where I grab one of my sticker sheets, which is from this bin, or this, I don't know what this is called, box or whatever. It's all my orphan sticker sheets from collections I have finished, and then I'll pick some papers. This is my loose stash here. It's the stuff I don't really have filed by theme. It's more by color. And I'll have to go find a photo once I get the stickers picked out. But anyway, this is my, I don't look to see which sticker sheet I'm going to get. Typically, I do stick with the sheet I pull out, but last time I think I said, oh, I don't want to do this sheet, and I stuck it back. So let's just see. Hopefully I pick one that I like. I don't want one that's poking out, because that may be one I just used. So let's just kind of reach in here and grab one. Let's see. Come on. Are you a single sheet? Oh, interesting. So, this is mostly like labels. That's kind of cool. I do have a couple of titles up here. There's some sticker. I don't know if that's a sticker. I guess it could be. This is a really old... I thought this was on here. Do not recall who made this. It's kind of old. It looks like it's mostly labels, so that's interesting. Okay. Well, that's kind of like a reddish, brownish situation. So let's get to our, what do I have? Let me see here. I mean, this could theoretically work. And what if I go down the yellow? I don't know here. Let's see. Can I stick this over here? Because this actually could work well. I like that. I don't really want to bring in, that might be a little too orange because I have some reddish in here. That's a little too orange. Let's see. My reds are kind of on the bottom now. The problem is I try to flip these things over and I start dropping crap. Let's see. Ooh, this one's good. The problem is now I'm getting so much polka dotty stuff. No, I don't want another polka dot. I prefer to have some type of stripe or even a solid. I think that's too orange, you guys. I don't know if I have anything in that real dark maroon. Let's see. This could work. It's a little pink though, but maybe. I don't hate it. A little too pink there. Somehow I'm ending up with these pinks. I'm not sure that's terrible, but it's getting away from my more warm colors. I don't know if I want that. Here's a good one. It's another little star, though. I do like the color with that. But I don't think any of these have... I don't hate that. Okay. What I may also do is run and get a piece of cardstock. I think that's good for the 3 papers, y'all. I don't think I'm going to dig anymore. I think those are good with that sticker sheet. I'm not loving the fact that these are similar in scale, but we'll make that work. I'll run and go get a piece of cardstock. I don't know if I'm going to get... I cannot tell if that's black or like a really, really dark brown. I'll find something. It could be black or it could be dark brown. I'll go find something and I'll find a photo and we'll be back on. All right, you guys. So I went looking. I found this shade of brown cardstock. I think it's good because it's a real dark brown, has a slight reddish undertone. So I think that'll be kind of pretty. I found these 2 pictures of my daughter from when she and my husband had gone to Scottsdale for a daddy-daughter trip. And it's cool because I've got these same kind of colors in there. I love it when pictures get the same colors as your papers. And I didn't even like plan that. Well, I mean, I kind of did because I went looking for the pictures, but you know what I mean. And then I did pull out a few little things here from my Some with Some is Required Advent box. I hadn't used them. And I'm thinking I'm going to use maybe some of these things because this was in 2020, you guys. And you all know what happened then. And their trip was one of those, okay, what happens now kind of thing. Well, they were in Arizona and it was outdoors. And so they got to do it. But definitely it was a weird year, obviously. So I'm thinking this is kind of neat. When nothing goes right, go left kind of thing. Time is now. I like these little clocks. So we'll see. I also pulled out my wood veneers, various different things here. So I'm thinking I might use some of this stuff. So let me do a little figuring out on my design, and I'll start cutting, and we'll be back on in a second. Okay, you guys, so I have mounted the photos on white cardstock. I'm not going to gut any of these papers because they're all very old, and of course the intention is behind this hop here is actually this series is to actually get rid of the stickers, but at the same time I am also stash bashing papers. That's one of the reasons I really like this series here. So I trimmed that ground cardstock down by a 1/2 inch on two sides. I don't actually end up using the second one. I did bring out two, but I didn't have to use the second. I'm just going to basically do a big band. And again, I'm not going to gut the second paper I'm going to use is that white with the yellow. And if you're trying to save paper, you can, of course, cut two skinnier strips instead of putting the whole thing underneath the darker paper there. But I don't need to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and use it up. So I just create my little band here. It's going to go inside the framed piece. It's going to go on top of the cardstock. Once I do that, I think I've got my two photos. I'll kind of just, put them on the wall with each other. Give me 1 second when we get there so you can know what I'm talking about. I rotated that because I wanted I felt like the brown corner in the upper left didn't feel right to me. So I rotated it so I had some pattern in the upper left because my layout is going to kind of read from the upper left down to the lower right. Kind of a diagonal. Not perfectly, but kind of. So I'm going to glue that down. It was a little bit crooked, so I got to fix it. And then I'll glue this down, and then I'll kind of lay the photos there. And I believe the next thing I do is pull out my white little clock faces. She actually gave us, in our advent box, there's actually some little clock hands too, and I might should be using those. I didn't pull those out, but thinking about that, I might should. Oh, no, I don't do that yet. I realized, okay, I want to start layering these stickers because I just was like, I need to just layer them. There's so many of these little label pieces. So I started just labeling back and forth, rotating them. I'm going to end up with a whole bunch of little stickers up there, building up a little, I don't know, mountain of stickers in a way. I don't put them all up there at first. I do a bunch, and then I'll do some other stuff, and then I'll come back in a bit with some smaller ones. I'm kind of thinking, okay, what do I want to do next? I'm thinking, I guess I'll get my little visual triangle stuff going on here. So that's my 3 pieces of clock stuff. The time's not really relevant, obviously. I think I got 12 o'clock going up on all of them. I tried to make sure I did that. I have a stencil that's a clock stencil, and I made a layout. This has been some time ago, probably a year or so. And I did my ink and everything, and I realized after I did it, I had done the darn clock like backwards and upside down or something like that. I was like, oh gosh, so hopefully nobody's looking at that looking for an actual time. I'm going to put it in a little visual triangle around the 2 photos. This is me looking to see, okay, wait, where's the 12? I got to make sure I do that. I'm going to use that clock on the right-hand side. That's going to be the base for my title in it ultimately. And just kind of messing with these. I think, actually, I end up not putting the right-hand photo as low. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Not intentionally. In hindsight, I probably wished I could have come down a little bit more, but I didn't because I was gluing stuff down and I missed it. But they're basically like that. I think I was telling you guys, this is when my daughter and my husband, they went to a restaurant in Sedona in Arizona. I'm trying to remember now, she graduated college, and I don't remember how they got decided they wanted to go hiking. I don't know if she'd been hiking or if they'd been hiking. I don't remember them ever having done it before, but they got it in their head they wanted to go hiking. And so I think they figured, looking at travel plans, and this, of course, if you want to go somewhere it's beautiful. So they decided on Sedona. And like I said, it was definitely a trick. They had to ride the airplane, and of course there's all the things going on with the masking and all that. But they get there, and it's all out. I mean, they're basically outdoors. Now, this restaurant's not outdoors, but of course, I think they had the tables, far apart or whatever the deal was. But this was kind of a fancy little restaurant. I don't know what it is that's in that photo that's got a little sparkler in it. It almost looks like a lime, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. I'm pretty sure it's some type of cake or ice cream or something. It's not her birthday. This was in August, so I don't know what made them do that. Maybe they told him it was her birthday. I couldn't tell you. And I have no idea what's in the bowl. Maybe it's an orange sherbet or something. She looks cute, though. Hold on. You guys, I'm sorry. I had a coughing fit. I hope I can get through this voiceover. Anyway, they were in Sedona, and they went to this restaurant, and I don't remember what else now, to be honest with you. I did write on the journaling. Oh, I guess I've done Stuck some stickers on the right-hand side. I don't know when I did that now. I'm sorry. I had that coffee fit. Now I don't know what I've done. All the stickers on the right-hand side are little washi, like faux washies, and I thought they'd work good as labels to write journaling on. So I'm going through this sticker sheet. Transparently, I did not use every single sticker. I used nearly every sticker. So the last little baby bits of stickers that I had, I stuck in my journal. I just went ahead and I didn't bother trying to save them. Those little bits, there's those little bits kind of there. I do add a few of these little squares. They're just little decorative pieces, right? They're just going to be space fillers in a way. So I'll just kind of tuck these in and around. I will come back at and add some foam under one or two of the smaller pieces. I did use Nuvo glue to glue down the title, that when nothing goes right over there. And then on the bottom, I also used Nuvo glue to glue down that the time is now. I used now a couple of times. Not sure why. It just felt right. I had that one bigger sticker right there, so I just stuck it behind that one photo. But yeah, I think the rest of these are the ones I'm going to stick in my journal. I'm like, oh wait, I have some little dots. So there's little dots. The note is actually to go over the journaling, obviously. And I do stick a few of the little dots kind of around just to fill stuff in. I'm trying to just kind of fill the gaps in. This one right here is going to go on top. I'm moving that around about 4 times, but it goes off on the right-hand side. I'm going to put foam underneath that one. So I do put foam, like I said, under that one and another one of the horizontal ones. I don't put foam under those. Those are just, again, I'm just kind of layering these things. Nothing's really written on them or anything like that. So it just gives you different colors and textures and stuff like that. I actually really like how this turned out. I wasn't sure at first because this is not a sticker sheet. I mean, I've had this thing, I promise you, 10, 12 years. I promise you, it's at least that long. I had a whole collection with it. I had some papers and stuff, but I've used all those up. I remember the collection was very, like, historically or, like, vintage or heritage, I guess is the right word. So how I managed to have these stickers left over is beyond me. But anyways, I'm going to stick these few little things around, acting like a little bit like enamel dots so that they are flat. And that's the layout, you guys. And again, I'm so sorry for the terrible voiceover here. Thank you for listening. You guys have a wonderful day. Here's the slowdown. You can kind of see the various little bits and pieces here. Thank you so much. And if you're doing the stick with me thing, let me know. You grab you a sticker sheet and just find some papers and go for it. I'd be interested if anybody's doing that on their own. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Say hello so I can comment back. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.